Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So, kind of still testing the bottom of the structure, and just want to get both levels in so we can talk through them. So you can see there's the first fractal, there's the second fractal. So that's the area that we've been targeting last week. We've done it once this week with a pin bar, and I mean it was a daily pin bar as well. So I was actually expecting us to move to the upside. We didn't. We formed a big engulfing bar and a lower low on the daily, but now all of a sudden we are railing a little bit. So still a bit of confusion here, I think. Still not really interested in trying to find shorts. This to me is still setting up for some structure to the upside. Just doing it in a typical fashion just to weed out the weak hands. So those people that aren't really committed to the trade is what it's looking for. Now we do have a gap here. There's no structure. I'll give you the levels shortly, but this gap is something that you do need to pay attention to because you could get a move back down. So if you look at the faster moving averages, they are in a bearish crossover, with the red one being above the blue. We do have a crossover here of the oscillators moving up and big diversions. There's low, lower low, low, higher low crossover. So there's massive diversions here. And the levels are pretty much still the same as what we had yesterday. We do need to find a break above the highs of Tuesday. That is the key level here. You can see we're now testing or bumping our heads here on this diagonal. So I'm not entirely convinced of a long in this setup at the moment, because we could still have a fairly decent pullback back onto 18667 or 18639. The level right at the bottom, which was the previous high from some time ago, that's 18607. So this is still a little bit shaky. I think for me it is still ranging. Okay, so top of range at the moment for me is still 18760, and bottom of range now is 18607, with 18639 being also a pretty critical component. Now there's a gap here, which you're going to see on the 15 minutes. This is all noise from the Feds. There's our gap at 18665. If you look left, quite a bit of action that was at that level as well. So if we just look at the 15 minutes, I can basically argue for this 18700, a retest of 18700, start getting engulfing bars, pin bars, or inside bars at this level with my oscillators grouped to the downside, then I can expect another attack at this diagonal trend line, which should mean a break of 18747 or 18750, just round that up. So that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. Definitely don't want to be jumping in long with the structure that we see now. This is a spike, it's a channel. You should see us come back and test something to the downside. It'd be nice for it to be just this 18693, 18700 area. That would be really nice. But yeah, when it's volatile like this, also a possibility if we're just dropping below that, this gap would be a very attractive area, 18665. But then look just below it, all these tails here would be an opportunity for buyers to try and come back in. I think everything hinges on what happens with the moving averages. Now, if we can hold the moving averages in the 15-minute like this and the crossover, bounce around, it's a little bit volatile. And if we just keep that for the day, then we should start setting up a decent trend to the upside. But I think for now, be very cautious. You're still waiting. and you want to see break and retest of structure, and it has to be on the hour at the moment because that's what we have. We've got a crossover, the moving averages on the hour, but this is still sideways, so just be very careful and be patient. There will be an opportunity coming up very, very shortly. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.